So the Viking Sky is a Viking cruise ship, which in March, I believe it was, of 2024, sailed off of the coast of Norway on the west coast of Norway. In March, off the west coast of Norway, it can get really rough and really windy and really stormy. At this particular time that this captain and this company chose to sail with this ship full of passengers, a storm was approaching, and they knew it. And they knew one other thing. At least one of their generators did not work. And they knew another thing, that you have oil in these big diesel generators, you have oil, and you gotta have oil. And if you don't have the right amount of oil, there's a sensor that goes off. Well, they knew that these sensors were not working properly, and they either before or after they sailed, and they didn't turn back in time, before or after they sailed, they got a sensor that there wasn't enough oil in the other generators. So all of a sudden, you had shutdown of multiple generators, and the ship is out there in heavy seas without power. And when you don't have power, you can't steer into the oncoming waves or steer so that you avoid the ship from capsizing. And it's a very dangerous situation because a cruise ship is like a big billboard in the wind. And it was so dangerous and it was so rough out there that the rescue boats from Norway, and Norwegians know about rescue on water. These folks, the whole society is geared toward the water. And they said, too rough, can't go out with big boats out there. They had to go out with a helicopter or helicopters, and one by one, lift people, one by one, lift hundreds and hundreds of passengers from the deck onto the helicopter and ferry them back to land. And the report, which I've read, the report is about 138 pages. The report by the Norwegian Coastal Authority came out just recently, in fact, and buried on a page 126 are the conclusions about the company and what they did wrong. But they did not have the proper sensors on these generators in the sump where the oil is contained. And they knew that they didn't have proper procedures for when this happened. Should you go out? Should you not go out? Should you stay in port? And so that was a disaster, frightening, could have been a catastrophic, total disaster for those people on that ship.